It is exactly how I expected. We all voted for Coorie. This is finally the first vote that I felt confident in how it was going to go, and it actually went that way. So I think that is a good thing. That might mean I'm getting myself on the inside here.
Coorie was definitely the person that was supposed to go home. I think he would have caused a lot of drama ahead of time. I don't think he was very close with me. He was definitely very close with Chewie, which I could have worked, but he was too much to handle at the moment.
I am relieved to not have such a huge competitor in anymore, but at the same time, I feel like, sad, because we've been buddies since the beginning, and I feel kind of bad about voting for him.
I was very, very, very surprised that Coorie actually got voted off. I was scared. I thought I might have gotten voted off. And someone did vote for me, so
I voted for Okabe, and I realize it looks like a stray vote. I was honestly operating under the suspicion that Coorie could have had an immunity idol. If he played it and was the only vote for Coorie, I wanted there to be a tie.
I am still a little worried that I might be on a chopping block, because if Coorie was able to convince people to put me on the chopping block once before, I did get a vote this round. I have to keep in mind that that's something to be weary of.
I think this means that need to reevaluate who the threat is. Coorie was the big one from the beginning for me, so now I need to figure out who doesn't trust me.
Going forward, I think I have Nora and Okabe on my side. At least a little bit.
Now that we're down to 6, I want to make sure I'm still as solid as possible with Michelle, Cora, and Coorie. I think we can, just control the vote for a little while. It should be smooth sailing to Final Four, I think.
This is going to get really hard. It's going to get super hard, because these are all people that I actually am getting closer to each round.
Ooh, top 6, and this just keeps getting interesting.
All right. Welcome back, everyone, to the Challenge Arena. Nora and Chewie, unfortunately, I'm going to have to take it back. Sorry, guys. All right, and then there were 6. Also, just congratulations to the final 6. You guys have officially made it more than halfway through the game.
Yo!
Wow.
I didn't think I'd make it this far.
Go
Here
team.
you are.
Here we are. You know what? All of us are winners.
I mean, not in the literal sense, but yeah. All right, everyone. Y'all ready for the next immunity challenge?
Yeah.
Follow me. Everyone, welcome to our next immunity challenge, a game that I'm calling Shopping Spree.
Yeah.
So, in this game, you will have 3 minutes to get as many articles of clothing out from this main area back into each of your individual quote-unquote closets. The catch here is that you cannot hold any clothes in your pockets. Anything that you are moving must be on your person.
Do we have to strip?
Yes. So, to clarify, this means that you cannot be wearing any articles of clothing. So, you got to strip, yeah. And whoever has the most amount of clothes in their quote-unquote closet at the end of 3 minutes will win immunity and cannot be voted out the next tribal council. So, everyone, please go remove your clothing, and then we'll draw for spots and get to it. All right, everyone has their spot. So, everyone, for immunity, on your marks, get set, go!
Oh, man.
Yes.
Oh.
No, that's what I wanted.
Okay, this is the most annoying part, is putting everything on. Oh, God.
Oh, a beak. Oh, God. I look terrifying.
You look beautiful.
I feel like I'm a model.
I'm so fabulous right now. Oh, wait. Coming back. Where did all the clothes go? You all are...
Oh, I love my outfit. I don't know what my nose is, but it's my favorite.
Oh, actually, this is a little bit of an outfit.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, cute! I love this dress.
Oh, I got the best outfit.
Run, 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 run.
Go, go, little Chewie, go! Oh, I'm not gonna make it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is time.
All right. I couldn't drop the last one in time.
Yeah, me neither.
Everyone, please exit your closets so I can come and get to counting. All right, that is Michelle with 10, Okabe with 9. So Michelle is still in the lead. Coorie takes the lead with 11.
How did you guys do this so fast?
Oh, okay, this is a tie now. Cora also has 11.
I thought I only had 10.
Chewie not quite there. Chewie with 9. All right, and last,
Not enough.
Nora with 10.
Oh, really?
So that means, y'all, we have a tie between Cora and Coorie. However, as much fun as it was to have 2 people be immune last time, not in the cards for this one. Soar, come with me to the tiebreaker. Ooh.
Can I put my clothes back on?
No.
Oh.
All right, this is our tiebreaker. Sumo wrestling. You guys have to hit each other with shovels. First person to fall into a pitfall loses. Soar, on your marks, get set, go.
Oh,
Oh my god! Oh my gosh!
Okay, that was close, but I think based on
Yeah.
animation,
Whoa.
Coorie was in first, which means Cora. Congratulations, you have won immunity. Come
That was
and
close.
get your
Good game,
gold rose
Coorie.
crown of immunity. Wear it proudly on your head.
That was on purpose, wasn't it?
Oh my god. Okabe, no, not... You know what? This is the easiest way to do it. So whatever, keep going.
Oh,
So
I'm gonna
Cora,
try this.
wear that immunity crown proudly on your head, knowing that you cannot be voted out next round. But for one of you, this journey will come to an end and you will become the 5th member of the jury. I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes to deliberate. And this time, room limits are no more. Everyone can be in the same room. You can all go to separate rooms, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. See you guys at Tribal Council.
I'm not even upset that this might put a target on my back. I'm just happy to actually have won a tiebreaker for once. I picked up clothes so fast. I really wonder what Deliberation's gonna be like. Hopefully I can talk to Chewie and Coorie and maybe even Michelle and we can get some numbers to vote somebody out that's not any of us.
Yo.
Hey.
Oh my god, do we all...
We're all in the same one.
Wow, it's crazy. It's almost like we can all fit here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
This is an interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So who are you all thinking?
Man.
I'm thinking EJ. I think we just gang up and just all vote EJ and see
Right.
what happens.
Yeah.
That'd be so
Perfect
funny.
choice.
Alliance made.
Okay, so Cora's immune, basically. That's the only information we have.
Yeah. Well, this deliberation was awkward. We were all in the same room, so it's not like we could throw any out there.
I think nobody really wanted to go against the grain and be by themselves.
No one wanted to break off. We all went into the same last room, so there wasn't much deliberating this round as much as vibing.
Well, you know, Cora, you're the immune one. Who are you voting for?
Yeah, Cora.
EJ. EJ.
Oh.
I feel like we're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, it kind of feels like we're gonna blind vote this round.
Yeah.
What was your plan heading into Deliberation? I was planning on talking to at least Chewie and Coorie about voting out Nora.
Do we have ammo to like decide how to vote any way right now? Like,
Not really.
No.
I don't know.
Because all of us have been pretty forthright and honest. I don't really have the need to throw anyone under a bus.
Yeah, me neither.
Chewie, you kind of sound like you did. It was almost like a little sarcasm in there.
No, listen.
Yeah, me neither.
I know I don't want to vote for Coorie. I know I don't want to vote for Michelle. I don't want to vote for Nora. So I feel like, to me, the only real option is Okabe.
I have no idea who I'm going to go for. I guess I'm just going to, like, pick based on previous votes. I know Okabe said he had stuff he had to do tonight, like, for school. So that's a really dumb reason, but I almost feel like that should be a reason to vote Okabe.
who knows? Okabe's been thrown around like as votes wise.
I'm a little worried that he's going to make us, like, do a lightning round and have us vote 2 people off in one. That would be so scary.
That's what I'm expecting for the final 5. Honestly.
True. That's true.
No one was able to explicitly talk about anyone nor anything. So honestly, this vote is going to be very random and very interesting.
I have no idea who this vote is going to go to unless people have been having, background conversations that I haven't been a part of.
Okay, I think it's
After tribal.
voting time. GG's, everyone.
GG's, everyone.
GG.
We got this.
Hopefully I can get them to vote for Nora, but I can't actually say, hey guys, vote for Nora. Like, she's in the room. So I'll have to think of something to say at tribal to let them know where my thoughts are. Then
Okay, in the middle of that confessional, I just stood up and picked a bag up. I don't know. I have no idea if this is an immunity idol or what, but I'm not going to take any chances, and I'm just going to be glad that I picked it up, even if it's not.
All right, welcome everyone to Tribal Council. So, let's chat about this last deliberation session. So, deliberation this time, there was no real room limits. Everyone could be in the same room together, and everyone went to the same room and stayed there the entire time. So, what was the reasoning behind that decision?
I think everyone was too scared to be the one to move out. And then it was going to be obvious that other people followed them.
True, yeah. So was that across the board?
I'm kind of complacent in the fact that it's going to be a very interesting vote.
Yeah.
I think that at this point, everybody has been connecting really well, and none of us really want to see another person fall.
Well, I guess, so, Shelly, if everyone's in there together, was there a discussion of voting at all?
I feel like kind of flippantly where it was like, oh, who are we voting? And then we all said you, so sorry about that, UJ. But nothing like serious. Like, I feel like no one threw out a name or anything because, if we're too scared to move to another voice chat, we're, even more scared to name names.
I mean, I guess, help me understand this, because from my perspective, I'm seeing this as, if we're too scared to move, then we're okay with 6th place. Because if you're not moving, if you're not talking about strategy, who's to say it couldn't be you that's getting voted out at this round?
I mean, I'm pretty good, so.
Well, I think that was like where the scary part about moving ended up, at least for me, where it was like, oh, if I jump into another room, is that where everybody just says, all right, Chewie's first one out, And then if you stay there, it's like there's not an opportunity for your name to be up there. And it's really like dependent on, I guess, everybody where they feel they are individually with each other person too. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It seemed like a tough situation to navigate.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's definitely a fraught situation. I guess, how do you push through that fear then? Because fear is definitely a part of this game.
I don't know. My whole shtick with this game is always just like have fun, right? Get to know people. I feel like that's kind of how I deal with it. Because at the end of the day, you can only do so much to change people's minds. Either they like you or they don't, and they'll vote for you or they won't.
Cora, do you agree with that? That like there are some things with other people that you can't control?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you think that there's a way to ever change anyone's mind with that?
I think there is a way, especially with all of, like the missed votes that have happened throughout these tribal councils. Like there seems to be a group of people voting together, and then a few people who aren't. So there's definitely room to bring people in, and there's room for those people to bring each other into.
It seems like there's a difference, and I think we kind of talked about it last tribal council. It's the difficulty between being nice and the difficulty between having to play a game that requires you to vote each other out. So that's a really hard line to walk, right?
A hard line to cross, if you will.
So let me just hear from you guys. What do you think is going to happen in this vote?
I was gonna say, I think people are, because we didn't talk, obviously no one like brought anyone up. I think people will just revert back to previous conversations and maybe who they wanted to and that didn't go. That's my only thinking.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, let's see how that turns out. Everyone, please send me the name of one person you would like voted out of the competition. All right. Well, the votes have been cast. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and they would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, I will now read the votes. First vote, Nora. Second vote, Michelle. Third vote, Okabe. Fourth vote, Chewy. That is one vote each. Nora, Michelle, Okabe, and Chewy. 2 votes left. Fifth vote, Nora. Last vote, and the 8th person voted out of Last Crosser Standing, Old School versus New School, is Nora. Nora, I'm so sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you to drop your vaulting pole and head to the pipe at the back of the tribal council.
I guess. Oh, here we go. Bye.
And with Nora's torch snuffed, the night gets just a little bit darker as we head into the rest of the competition with the looming question: who will you let win? Fear or you? Have a good night, everyone.
I'm bummed, but also not surprised. I've felt a little bit on the outside for a while, but I thought I had finally gotten an in. Guess not. Just want to say, I told everyone what I was thinking. I'm a straight shooter, and I didn't lie to anyone about who I was voting for. I don't know, I had a good time. I'm glad that I made it this far, and I'm excited to see, who's gonna win.
I voted for Nora, specifically because I had a feeling that Nora was going to get voted out.
I noticed that Cora made sort of a little comment before voting, talking about reverting back to, past conversations, and I think that was her way of hinting at what she was going to do.
So I voted for Okabe once again. I was okay with voting either Okabe or Nora on this one, but I did have a little bit of a connection with Nora, so I was not ready to let that go, just in case there was a chance. So, I saw my name pop up again. I don't know who is throwing it that way. I think it's probably Okabe at this point, just because, I have no connection with him.
At the end, I voted for Shui, honestly, for no particular reason. It's just that I think I've interacted the least with Shui.
Honestly, I'm just surprised my name has not come up. I need to stop winning immunities, but I also need to not throw. People who throw immunities, they usually leave.
But yeah, top 5. I didn't think I'd make it this far, but let's see if I can at least make it top 3 or even top 4. I'm very excited.
As I see the final 5 here, I'm looking good. I'm looking like I have a tight 3 with Cora and Coorie. I think Michelle is part of that, and I think Okabe at this point is probably the odd person out in this sense. It's looking like it's going according to plan so far.
moving forward, if my strong alliance can stick together, I think that we have an advantage on whoever we decide to keep or to go. But yeah, I guess we'll just wait and see.
My mind always goes to like, am I afraid of Coorie and Chewie in the end? Because they're both good at talking. But honestly, if I'm gonna lose to anyone, I'm glad it's either of them.
I did have one vote against me, so I did get a little worried, but AJ let me know that it was an immunity idol, so now I'm immune. Next time, I'll be a little bit more cognizant of using the idol, I think.
All right, welcome back, everyone. All right, welcome back in my final 5 to the challenge arena. Cora, unfortunately, my friend, I'm going to have to take it back.
Oh, not that one. Oh, not that one. Okay, all right, and we're good.
Okay. All right, individual immunity is back up for grabs. Are y'all ready for our next immunity challenge?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, then let's go. Oh wait, I went too far. Come down here. Come down here.
Hopefully we don't have to take our clothes again.
Oh no! I forgot to put down a stool.
Hop over the hole.
Yeah, that works. All right, this next immunity challenge is a game called Field of Dreams. Now in this field, there are over 200 flowers, and the game is very easy, very easy. On my go, you will run into the field and you will pick flowers like a mad person. Whoever has the most amount of flowers, once all of the flowers are gone, will win immunity and cannot be voted out at the next tribal council.
Okay.
So, everyone, please start by sitting. Okabe, you can stand right there. On your marks. Get set. Gore.
Oh man, it's intense.
At least there's no dialogue boxes with this one.
Yeah, that's true. What?
Oh.
Robbed.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh.
That was dirty, Michelle. That was so
I didn't think it was gonna do that.
Oh, you got that?
They're all
Dang.
gone.
They're all gone.
Big.
All right, everyone, drop your flowers. Drop your flowers. I will come around and I will count them. But do them like away from each other so you're not getting mixed up. Thanks. All right, Cora comes in with 39. Okabe has 40, so Okabe takes the lead.
Really? That last one? Oh no.
Chewie has 40, so Chewie is tied with Okabe. Michelle with 35, so Michelle not quite enough. Coorie clocking in with 45.
Wow.
Yes. So Coorie,
Nice.
congratulations, you have won immunity.
Nice.
Take this gold rose crown, put it on your head, wear it with pride, knowing that you, and only you, cannot be voted out at this next tribal council. For the rest of you, one of you will become the 9th person voted out of Last Crosser Standing, Old School versus New School. I will give you 5 minutes to decide who that is going to be. The room limit this time is 3. Clearly, throwing y'all in together does not work, but whatever. But I will see you guys at Tribal Council.
Let me chill.
What's up?
Dude, I feel like I haven't talked to you in this whole game.
That's what I was just about to say. I'm like, hey, we finally get to talk.
Yeah, because when we started, I'm like, shit, at least I know Michelle. And we never speak.
literally.
Hi, Coorie.
Hello.
Good job.
How we feeling? Thanks. I was so scared. Do you guys have someone you're planning on voting for?
I don't know. Like, I feel like I voted everyone I wanted to vote off at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to get top 3, but...
Right.
I'm gonna go pick Cora and Chewy's mine and see what they're thinking.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Like, you keep getting votes, and that scares me.
If it's... Michelle, what are you thinking?
I came to see what you guys were thinking.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we're leaning Okabe at this point, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Just because...
He has
What's
homework to
the-
do.
Oh.
Why are you
His grades
leaning?
come first.
Are you leaning
No.
somewhere else?
No, I wasn't leaning anyway. I feel like everyone I wanted to vote off is gone. Like, I don't want to vote for anyone else, but you
I know.
like AJ was saying, we need to like play the game. So
And I feel like
maybe we
either
should
way, we're
just-
getting to like kind of the final 4 like we wanted to with Coorie.
Yeah,
I'm so nervous.
I know. I'm really nervous. I told them I was gonna head back. So what should I say?
Just say we are not sure, and we were trying to figure out who, like, were the last votes.
Okay, I'll be right back. If
Okay.
I have time.
Okay.
So
Man,
Michelle.
I'm so glad I was looking at chat to make sure nobody hopped in.
Michelle just picked up a thing from EJ and kept it during confessionals last round.
Okay.
Did we do Michelle instead?
Yeah, that might be the way to go. Do you think she'll use it? That's the hard part.
Oh shoot, that's a good
Because then
point.
we would have to split, right? 2 of us, Michelle, 1 Okabe.
But then where are the other votes going to?
My plan going into Deliberation is just solidify the Coorie and Cora team that I have going, and yeah, just like stick to that plan, stay with them together. It doesn't matter to me if it's Okabe or Michelle, but yeah, that's the only plan.
I have my suspicion as to who people are gonna vote for, but...
Who do you think it will be?
Oh,
And if
probably
it's me, that's totally fine. But
No, probably me.
oh,
Because
really?
you
Why
have
would-
immunity.
Oh yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god. But otherwise, it'd be me.
Maybe it would be between you and I, yeah.
I thought previously there were talks of between Nora and Michelle last round.
Hi.
Yo,
Look there.
Michelle.
They weren't really naming names. I think it's the
Yeah.
same thing that's like happening from the last round.
Do you want me to pop over there and see if they'll say anything for me?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll go check.
that would be cool.
Hi, y'all.
Hey.
So sorry to interrupt
Hey.
the proceedings, but I just wanted to clue you guys in about a little something I forgot to mention. A little twist that we're going to have this round of voting.
Ooh,
The person
this
who
is
is voted
interesting.
out of the competition will be given the ability to drag someone else out of the competition along with them. For the drag round, challenge immunity will not stand, so the Gold Rose Crown of Immunity will only protect you from the vote, not from the drag. If you
Oh my
have an
God.
advantage or
Okay.
hidden immunity idol, you may play it for the vote or for the drag, but you cannot use it to protect you from both. The person who is dragged out of the competition will immediately join the jury,
Jesus.
and the remaining 3 players will be our final 3. So I'm going to give you guys a little extra time to consider this new twist, and then I'll see you guys at Tribal Council. Goodbye.
This is interesting.
Yeah, this is very interesting.
The drag me to hell thing, EJ? What? Why? You're ruining everything. If I get dragged, I'm gonna be so upset. Don't drag me.
Oh man, what a loop we were thrown for here. The drag. Okay,
Who are we thinking?
this
So
makes me
Mich-
scared. I think Okabe has been the
I think-
votes toward me.
Let's. Who's
Okabe-
Okabe gonna take out with him, though?
I don't know. I probably.
See, that's the problem. Like, if we do vote him out, he probably takes me.
So we
Yeah.
vote Michelle, but she uses her thing, and then whoever they vote for, like, I don't know if that's an idol or an advantage or what.
Yeah.
The twist affected the crap out of our plan. We were kind of set on sending Michelle out, but I don't know who she's gonna take with her. Like, she would probably drag Coorie with her, but Okabe would probably drag either me or Chewy with him. I'm gonna go up there and see what they're talking about, just so we don't look weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who are we soft right now?
I mean, if we're gonna risk it, I guess Okabe.
Well, here's the thing, because if she doesn't use it for the voting, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think she can use it next round, so she'd
Okay.
probably use it this
I'm gonna
one.
go up to
Okabe is
her,
going to be
see
the
what
only
she's
open
saying.
one.
I'm very scared that one of us is going to get chopped out. I don't know. I was really confident in the three of us, and now I'm not so sure.
What were you guys talking about? Where was he leaning?
So he doesn't really know who to vote for.
I'm concerned with who is gonna get pulled.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess there's nothing we can really do about it, right?
right.
So we just kind of have to hope that it's not either of us, you know? Like,
Yeah, I'm scared, but I
scared
kind of feel
too.
like I'm in a good spot. Hopefully, I'm not like falling into a false sense of security.
I'm afraid he's gonna end up pulling me because I was like messing him up on the challenges, but I hope he forgot about it. I tried to compliment him
Yeah.
a few times.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okabe, how's it going? We're doomed.
We're all
Yeah, I just. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
So we were like, because that thing that Michelle picked up, we think is an idol. So it's
Okay.
just a matter of like, would she use that for the drag or would she use that for the other thing? So I don't know. It's just hard.
Like, me being her, I would use it for now, because this seems like the most. Like,
Critical point.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like, she can use it as an option for the drag after the fact too. So it's like, would she wait
Oh.
or would
yeah,
she?
So in that case, it might be worth going Michelle. Hopefully, she doesn't use it for the first vote, right?
Yeah.
high stakes right now, high stakes, and I'm very close to the top 3. I would love to get top 3, but yeah, let's see. Let's just see what happens next.
I think this vote is going to go towards Okabe because that's a consensus of what I've heard. I feel like everyone has been very truthful about which way they're swaying, especially when it comes to voting. So I feel good at the moment.
All right. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Tribal Council. So, how's it going?
Terrified.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how did this round's deliberation compare to last round's?
It was interesting with the new plan that you threw in there.
Threw a whole big wrench into things.
We were definitely a lot more willing to talk to more people now. I could see that people were moving around the rooms, which was nice.
What do you guys make of this new twist? How are you factoring it in?
It's horrible. I hate it. Because when you think about who you want to vote out, you also have to think about who they're friends with or who they're not friends with and who they might want to take with them.
I mean, it's difficult, but I would say it's a challenge that's worthy of getting you to the final 3, right? So, Michelle, how are you approaching this vote?
Kind of, having confidence in my alliances, knowing that I am in a good spot with those connections, I think, at least, to my knowledge. And, kind of just voting for who I think is a pretty tough competitor and who I don't want to be with in the final.
Yeah, feel that. Okay. Okabe, what about you?
It's difficult because now whoever I vote off or gets voted off, I have to think, would they drag me down also? Just like a million variables that I have to take in consideration. Normally you would just vote for what Michelle said, maybe the strongest player. But now the strongest player may not have your best interest and drag you down also.
Coorie, you have immunity for the vote, but that immunity is not extending into the drag. Talk to me about your reactions to that. Does that change your plan then?
I don't really have a good plan, to be honest. So, I guess not.
Cora, what do you think the story of this vote is going to be?
I don't even know what my story of this vote is. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be people voting for someone that they know isn't gonna drag with them, because I guess that's the safest thing. But how do you know?
Fair. Well, let's find out. Everyone, for the last time, it is time to vote. So, please send me the name of one person you would like to be voted out of the competition. All right. The votes have been cast. If you have a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it for the vote, now would be the time to do so. All right. I will now read the votes. First vote. Oh my god, Pecan, can you not?
Hi.
Babe, go, Mom. Jesus. Okay. First vote. Okabe. Second vote. Michelle. Third vote. Okabe. Fourth vote. And the ninth person voted out of Last Crosser Standing, Old School versus New School, is Okabe. That is 3. That is enough. So Okabe, you will become the 6th member of our jury, but your journey is not quite finished. Now, the power is in your hands. Please send me the name of the one person you would like to drag out of the competition. All right. And the person that Okabe has chosen to pull from the competition is Chewy.
I knew it.
Chewy, my friend, I am sorry for both of you, but I will have to ask you both to drop your vaulting poles and head to the pipe in the back of the tribal council area.
Bye.
Chewy.
Bye.
And with Chewy and Okabe's torches snuffed, the night gets just a little bit darker as we head into the final part of our game. Welcome back to our final 3, and welcome back to our jury members. Lauren, Elaine, Argo, Coorie, Nora, Okabe, and Chewy. This is the final phase of our game. Here, the power shifts from the players in the game to those on the jury. Now, this is where everything gets flipped on its head, and the people who you voted out of the competition are now going to make their decision on who they want to win the title of Last Crosser Standing. To help them make their decisions, we will be holding the final tribal council. Each jury member is going to have some time to speak. Jury members, you can do whatever you would like with that time. You can ask questions, you can make a speech to your fellow jury members. Whatever you would like to do, you can do it. At the end, our final 3 will have a chance to make their final case, and then we'll get to voting. So, with all that said, Lauren, you're up.
Okay, Michelle, did you ever vote against me?
Yes, I did. It was very early on that I voted against you. I think it was the second one.
So Michelle is dead to me. Perfect.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Is that your only question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Coorie.
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel like if you weren't you, you had to experience being played with you, how would you feel? Would you be like, I respect them? Or would you be like, that was kind of rude?
I guess like I was trying to be as honest about things that I heard versus what I was planning on doing, unless there was a few times where I would switch rooms and then I would be convinced the other way based solely on numbers. And so I never really lied about who I was going to vote for, or if I did end up switching at some point, it was really just a mathematical equation, and that was about it.
Cora, give me your final plea as to why you should win.
I mean, I feel like this time I actually made good connections with people, even though we were like voting everyone out. I won 2 immunity challenges. I'm here at the end. I survived the hell drag by having good communications and good friendships with people.
Thank you, Lauren. Next up, we have Blaine.
Well. Hey, Cora.
Yeah.
How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great.
So, we were sitting in Deliberation, and the last words that you said to me before I was cast off into the pit was, oh yeah, I haven't heard anybody talk about you, and I'll let you know if I hear anybody talk about you.
Mm-hmm.
So when you said that, you were already planning to vote me, right?
No, I actually wasn't. I was in that room with you for a while, talking with other people, and then it was just you and me, and I was sincere about that. And then I went into another room with my alliance, and the consensus was you, and there was nothing I could do about it, and I was hesitant to do it, but I needed to keep my loyalty to my alliance and prove that I was loyal. But I swear I really did not want to vote you, and I was not planning to at that time.
Okay. Michelle.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, I have no further questions. Coorie.
Great.
Yeah.
Coorie, did you ever vote for Argo, Okabe, or myself?
Yes.
Why do you think you should win, Coorie?
I've been pretty honest about, like I said it earlier, I was always communicating what my plan was, and if I joined a room, I would be like, hey, this is kind of like what I plan on doing, and here's what's going on. I feel like, a lot of us fell into the same thing that Cora did, where we would have a plan, and then just solely based on the volume of other people's opinions, it was kind of hard to not fall into that kind of peer pressure. I don't know. I guess I've just been trying to be as, honest about stuff, and that's why I would like to win, is honesty.
All right, I got one last question.
Yeah.
Cora, if you had to pick one other person on the final 3 to win, who would it be and why?
Wow.
Coorie, actually, because we had an alliance from the merge.
What about us? We've had an alliance since the beginning.
I got eliminated. What do you think about our alliance?
Oh.
Drama.
All right, I don't have any more questions.
Argo.
Hello. I only have one question. Coorie, what made you change your mind on the tie vote?
My alliance that I had very strong with Cora and a few others, and it really was just a matter of sticking with the people who were constantly validating that they were all gonna be conspiring together.
But
I felt a lot of guilt and regret afterward.
If that's the case, then why even tell us that you were going to vote for Michelle and do that in the first?
Because I did originally. That was my first vote, and I switched. And I know that a lot of people were talking about you for a while, Argo, and so looking towards the future, it was like, as much as I wanted to have an alliance with you, I feel like that would also paint a target on me, because your name had been thrown around a couple of times in the last few rounds that we were talking about it.
That's all I have.
I'm so sorry.
No,
like,
it's
I would
okay.
give a hug. I felt so bad.
Coorie, you're up.
Awesome. Okay. Cora, I'll start with you.
Mhm.
So we had an alliance. You, me, Chewy, and Michelle was part of that for pretty much from the start. The Power 4. We got through a lot together.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're having similar alliances with Coorie, how do you decide which group to lie to?
Honestly, me, Chewy, and Coorie had a final 3 agreement, so that was the alliance I went with. And I was very afraid of you in the final 3 at all, and I know you and Chewy were really close, and I had to break that up. So that is why I kept with the alliance that I was in.
Okay, you played a good game. I was trying to figure out where that flip started because it was a good alliance. Thank you for your answers.
Thank you.
Michelle!
Yeah.
One quick question. Did you vote for me in that final where I got eliminated?
Yes, I did. It was an unhappy, you can see through my votes, like you were one of the only ones where I was like, I'm so sorry, because I felt so bad about it. I think it was like you and Blaine were like the top 2 that I really didn't want to vote for.
Well,
because I
just
knew
wanted
that we
to
had that
say-
strong alliance.
I just wanted to say that you're a perfect, precious child and should be protected. Because if you remember Battleship, I I felt very self-conscious about being the kind of like a little bit of running the ship, but you spoke up and you're like, no, I really appreciate that somebody steps in and does that, and like, don't be worried about speaking up and being like taking up space and being a little louder. So I appreciated that. I do know that it can come back to bite me like it did there, but no harm, no foul. I know that's how it works. So I don't really have anything to interrogate you with. I know what happened.
Nora, you're up.
All right. I am going to ask all of you the same question. Did you, and when, if so, did you vote for me? Cora.
I voted for you only when you got voted out.
Coorie.
Yeah, that was the same time that I voted. Yeah.
Michelle.
Me as well. That was when I voted for you.
I don't know if I have any questions after that, but I just want to say I don't know if I believe all of you. Everyone I've talked to has told me that they didn't vote for me except for the one time that I got voted off, so it doesn't really track with the math, but all right. Convince me in 5 seconds why I should pick you. Cora.
Our names and islands are almost the same.
Coorie.
I don't know. I'm not gonna sway your answer, I guess, because I don't have a good answer.
And Michelle?
I think that you should vote for me because I've been pretty confident in all of the votes that I've made, the way that I've played the game. And yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okabe.
The wound is still fresh.
Yeah.
Coorie, I think you voted for me twice, didn't you, right?
Yes. Not today.
Yeah.
I think early on when we didn't get to talk at all, I did. And then I hadn't voted for you in a while until the very last round.
I guess I'll give my opinion on Coorie. I think you played a very good game. Like, you didn't stick to just one team, alliance. I think I observed everything. I'm very good at that, and I saw that you talked with everyone. So, in my opinion, you played a perfect game. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Thank you. That's really thoughtful.
And last but certainly not least, Chewy.
Got a very important game to play with all of you. It's called One Truth and One Lie.
Oh.
And I want to know what's the most important truth you told and what's the most important lie you told to get you to the end.
The most important truth I told may not have been outright, but for me, I feel like it was dropping the hints that I had my hidden immunity idol, because I wholeheartedly think that's the reason that I'm here, especially with the way that the last vote turned out with the dragging, because I know that you guys knew that I would use it if I were the one to get dragged. And then the most important lie was Coorie, because we had to vote him out and I had to sway that way. So in order to keep going, that was the one lie that I thought was the most important.
Coorie?
I think the most important truth was when we agreed to have the final 3 alliance between you, Cora, and I. Because that kind of, at that point, set the stone of who I really want to work together with. The most important lie and the most devastating one, I think, for me was switching to voting to Argo, because it was really heartbreaking, and I really enjoyed working with Argo a lot. I feel like from the beginning we were beginner tribe buddies.
Cora?
Most important truth is probably the final 3, like Coorie. I think that was one of the only reasons that I'm actually sitting here right now. And my most important lie, and literally the only time I lied these last 2 days, was to Coorie about voting him out. And if I was sitting here, which I don't think I would be, I definitely wouldn't have won against Coorie.
Thank you all. This was fun.
All right, thank you, jurors. Final 3. You will now each have 1 minute to make your case to the jury.
I think that you should all vote for me because I think that I've really improved my gameplay since the first time around that I played LCS. I didn't play the most confident game back then, and when I got to the final 2, I think that's what really broke it for me. But going into this game, I, pushed myself to put myself out there and make strong alliances. And whenever it was time to make the best decisions for me.
It was super fun playing with all of you. I feel like it was a great season of Last Crosser Standing. I feel like I deserve the win. I was always on the correct side of the vote from the beginning, so I feel like even if I wasn't the person specifically picking who needed to get voted out that tribal council, I was always on the controlling side of everything, and I had sway in who was good and who had to leave. All of those decisions were strategic to keep alliances together, and they were true at the first tribe, and then once I came over into the merge and made more concrete alliances there, I stayed with that one. I won 2 immunities out of however many we played. And yeah, I literally only lied once, and I hated lying, and it was probably super obvious that I was lying, and that's it.
So this is my first last crosser standing, and it was really hard. It's one thing to watch the whole thing play out as a viewer. It's another to be a part of it and having to, vote people out and pick favorites, and it's very difficult. And I have so much more respect for the players who have played but also come back, because this is very difficult. Throughout this game, I did try to listen to everybody. I tried jumping in all the rooms to make sure I felt like all the voices were heard, and then had made my decision through that, more so than just trying to join the general vote and stuff. And I feel like that was probably the biggest reason that I'm still here, especially considering I could have been in a very dangerous spot at some points, and while it was really hard to make the decisions I made, I feel like that is the reason why I'm here, is because I worked hard and I played the game the way it was meant to play.
Thank you, Final 3. Jury, the power is now in your hands. Everyone, please send me your vote for who you would like to be crowned the winner of Last Crosser Standing. All right. So I mentioned before that we are going to be reading the votes at a live reunion. And this reunion will be at a later date. We won't know who wins until then. And we're still going to do that. But I'm actually going to read the votes right now.
Oh, thank God.
So, first vote, Coorie. Second vote, Cora. Third vote, Michelle. 1 vote each, Cora, Coorie, and Michelle. Fourth vote, Cora. Fifth vote, Coorie. 2 votes Cora, 2 votes Coorie. Sixth vote, Cora. Last vote, Coorie. For the first time, we are tied for a winner.
Oh my god.
So, Michelle, because you received 1 vote, you are the 3rd place winner. Which means you will be casting the single tie-breaking vote.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Spicy drama.
Everybody has to know Michelle's vote.
Oh my god. Wait, I'm voting right now or not yet?
Yes, you're voting right now. Please send me your vote between Cora and Coorie for winner of Last Crosser Standing.
Holy shit.
All right. The vote has been cast. Everyone, I don't know what else to say, but thank you for the last 2 days of playing Last Crosser Standing and for going with me on this crazy experiment. I will see you guys all around, and we will all come back for the live reading of the vote and crowning of the winner.
The only reason he read the votes is because they were tied, and
Yeah.
The only one that knows.
God.
All right,
That's
I will
exciting.
see you guys later. everyone.
Bye.
Well, here we are. Welcome in to the finale, blah, blah, blah. Now, full disclosure, this is not quite a live finale, but this was recorded yesterday, the day before this is released. So, because of technical issues, we could not all be here on the night. But so, this is still brand new information for our final two. And I do have the vote that says the winner of the competition. But before we get to that, I do just want to say a couple of thank yous very quickly. I first of all just want to thank, of course, the incredible cast who did this, who truly were the guinea pigs for the pre-recorded Last Crosser Standing experiment. I also want to say a quick thank you to the moderators and producers, specifically also Bellamy and Kat. They were behind the scenes. They recorded each of the rooms. They were there as a resource for the players, and they took notes about what was happening in the rooms. It was incredibly helpful, and I just want to give a huge thanks to them. Also, thank you to Dustin, who, as many of you may know, was one of the chief inspirations behind Last Crosser Standing and is basically my consultant, who I run through all of the awful twists that we come up with for this game. And last but certainly not least, also want to give a quick shout out, thank you to Unsurpassable Z, who helped inspire this entire show and very kindly responded to my DMs, saying with lots of advice that was very, very helpful in making this not a total train wreck. With that said, are y'all ready to hear the vote?
Yes.
Yes.
And the winner of Last Crosser Standing, Old School versus New School, is Cora!
What?
Let's go, Cora.
Cora
Oh
Mora.
my god.
Well
I
deserved.
won it
100%.
finally.
Congratulations, Cora. Congratulations, Coorie. Congratulations, all of the contestants for going through this. We are going to go over now to the reunion, and we're going to talk to almost every one of the contestants about this wild experience. Yeah. Have a good night, everyone.
Perfect. This is a perfect closer.